When you come into White Ripple Gallery, what you're gonna find is a 3-story gallery space that's more than just a gallery. We're really more like an art center. What we try to do here at White Ripple Gallery is celebrate the arts in all of its forms, from the visual to the performing. We're constantly trying to look for ways to engage the public and get people excited about the art world. White Ripple opened up at the end of 2013. We had put an invitation out in the social media and expected maybe 20 people, and like 200 people showed up to our soft opening. And so we knew that there was definitely opportunity here in the neighborhood. We felt that this area had a lot of artists and musicians already living in the area, and we wanted to build upon the creativity that existed here. We wanted people, we want people when they come in here to feel like they're inside of a creative hub, and everywhere they turn, there's something creative, something fun to explore. So every second Saturday of the month, we open up our doors. It's like a gigantic open house, a 3-story open house, if you will. And that's when we typically showcase a new artist, and we try to focus on a well-known contemporary artist that really speaks to us. And an artist that we think that the community is going to enjoy getting to know. The exhibit we have here going on right now is called Beyond the Heartland. And one of the studio artists that's in this building, we decided to have her have this solo show.
It's a culmination of a couple of years' work. I started making some very small postcard-sized pieces of art that were a lot about Hoosier Prairie, predominantly, but landscaped and little minimalist abstract landscapes that were really about capturing the changing landscape, the seasons and the color of light, and they sort of evolved into something a little bit bigger. One of the things about being an artist is you are often working by yourself. So having the opportunity to have your work in an exhibit, it's wonderful to be able to get feedback from other artists, other clients, and to come in and see things that you have accomplished. One of the most satisfying things that happened on Saturday was a friend walked in who has regularly hiked at the dunes and looked at a piece that was based on the dunes and said, I know exactly where that is. And she was with her kids, and she said, kids, do you know where that is? And they said, yeah, we've been there. Even though my work is a little bit more abstract, she recognized that place instantly. So there was something about that spot that I was able to capture that really resonated with her. And that was a great moment.
Beyond the Heartland, and so just a beautiful selection of some of her traditional work, but she also really challenged herself for this show. She went beyond what we have typically seen. Typically, when you look at Dawn's work, it's a lot of colorful work, very rich in color, very abstract.
There have been a couple of places in the last year and a half, 2 years, where I sort of veered off the direction that I was going. And a lot of those pieces were included. They were chosen to be in this show too. So there were a bunch of surprises for people where people went, okay, yeah, this is Dawn's work, this is Dawn's work. Wow, wait, where did that come from?
So I was excited to see her step outside of what she typically and normally does, and it's really impressed me. I do believe that White Ripple is a unique space in many ways because we have found a way to get a lot of people to come together and collaborate and work together, not as competition, but as friends. And so I do believe it's a unique experience. I don't know of that many places that exist like this. And that's kind of what we were going for. We were trying to bring a new concept that we've seen in other cities and other places. We wanted to bring it here to Northwest Indiana. Northwest Indiana is extremely creative. Some of the best musicians and some of the best artists are here in Indiana. And a lot of times Chicago venues will hire people from this area because there's just so much creativity and so much uniqueness waiting to be tapped into.